South Africa is beautiful. Okay, it's very beautiful, rich with culture and some attractive places. One of the places that we know is in the Eastern Cape, and that is the Table Mountain. It's a mountain, a rocky mountain, and in the shape of a table. So it is, that's how how it got its name. The Table Mountain. So and people go there a lot, and it's kind of high attractive area. A tourist site, and you can decide to hike, or maybe go up there with a cable car, or come down to with a cable car. But as missionaries, once in a while we hike, so we can gain those strength, and also, feel a little bit of how the pioneers felt when they were trending through mountains and frozen rivers. And so Cape Town is kind of a tourist area, and there is also a place in Langa, a place called Langa, where the apartheid, actually happened there. So, people also come there for tourist sake, just come to, listen to the history of how the apartheid started and how, was able to, Nelson Mandela and his people was able to, end it. So you see a bunch of people. Cape Town is kind of more crowded than, the Eastern Cape, if I put it in that way. There are a lot of people in the Western Cape, than, the Eastern Cape. So, and in the Eastern Cape too, some tourist places that I have been to will be Python Park. There's a Python Park. There is the Ado Park. That is it's like a zoo, but where the animals are, free to roam, where the people or the tourists are, put in a cage, to see the animals that are, and they have this big five. It's very famous, the big five. That's the first big five animals that they have in the animal park. One of them is lion, tiger, elephant, and a rhino is one of them. And the other one I can't remember, but they have big five. That is very famous, that everyone wants to go and see. So if you're able to see those five animals, then you've made it. You really went to the animal park. So, animal park, sometimes, when you talk with people that are not from Africa, by the way, to correct also, Africa is a continent, it's not a country. There are countries within Africa, but usually we, those, from the western part think, Africa is a country. And I've talked with other people that they think they are animals all around, just walking around. Because when I came to the state, I talked with, this little kid, and he asked me, are there animals in Africa? Are there snakes around? Tiger around? It's not that way. The animals are not roaming around. They have their where they stay. To be surprising, I'm from Africa, but I hadn't seen, I didn't see elephant until I went to South Africa, until I went to the animal park. Okay, because the animals are not roaming around in Africa, So, there are beautiful places over there, and in Cape Town too, there is this Robben Island. That's where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned. Missionaries are kind of not allowed to go there frequently, so, and I didn't have the opportunity to go there, but I saw it, the Robben Island in the middle of the sea. That's where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for several years before he was able to come out and to gain the freedom for South Africa. I love South Africa. I miss the beauty over there. It's very beautiful, very welcoming, very dynamic because they have mixed culture, the Western culture and then the African culture mixed together. And also people all over from Africa, want to be there. So they also, establish their culture over there. And there is a place that missionaries also we like going a lot in Western Cape. That's in Cape Town, called Waterfront. There is a similar one in Port Elizabeth called Boardwalk. There is this thing over there in South Africa that the old people get paid. It's called payday. That is, they get free money. For maybe just being old or something, or just not working. And also parents also get money for having, for their children, to take care of their children. And I think this only applied to the black Africans. Okay, so they have malls around, but when you go to the mall on the free money day, you will be in a queue for a very long time, because everyone has the money, so everyone's trying to shop over there. And the food they eat there a lot is called pap. Okay, so it's made from mili. They call it mili, but call it maize over here, or corn. Made from corn, flour made from corn, and then mix it with water and stir it on fire, and then eat with gravy or some other stew. So and KFC as restaurant, does that a lot. So the people like eating there a lot because they make their favorite pap over there. So that's kind of the major food that they eat there a lot, pap and chicken. Oh, I've had that, Wow. Got to a time I was fed up with it, but because that's what everyone will feed you. Most of the people will feed you, and it's kind of, I enjoyed it. So with transportation in Cape Town, they have this minibuses, and they also have bigger taxis, that can take 9 people. It's called Avanza, and it's very crazy. Driving over there is very crazy in Cape Town, because all these taxi drivers, everyone's trying to pick up a passenger. So just, if you don't take care, someone will just bump into your car. So it's very crazy driving down in Cape Town. So if you get to serve in Cape Town, you better be careful when you're driving in the townships in Cape Town, because you really have to be a good driver. I was a taxi driver back home before I came on mission. I was aware of it. When I saw it, I wasn't surprised, because that's what taxi drivers do. Yeah. So you have to hurry. In the taxi system in Africa, maybe in Ghana and in South Africa, is different from the taxi system in the US here. US is kind of, you can call and then come pick you up, but they are driving around looking for passengers to pick up. So if you get passengers, then you get money. You don't get passengers, you could be driving throughout the day, and you don't earn any money. You just burning off gases, and then just run at lose at the end of the day. So talking about transportation, especially most people in the township don't have their own cars, so they depend on the public transport. Okay, although missionaries are not allowed to be in the public transport. In Ghana, missionaries are allowed to be in the public transport, but in South Africa, not allowed, because there is, I'm not saying this to discourage anyone serving in South Africa, but it will be needful, so the person will be aware and will be, careful and prepared. But the Lord will protect you. The crime is, there's a crime rate over there. It's kind of a bit high. One of the challenges I faced, witnessed was that my car being robbed. My car, the car that we, missionaries we drive in South Africa, and our car was taken away from us. I was serving with the best, my current brother right now that I'm staying with. Yes, our car was taken in front of the chapel, Sunday, 8:25. I remember, was taken away. But you can't take what belongs to God and go for free. So they were arrested. You were using it for robbery, and were arrested, and the car was taken back. My coat was in the car. My suit, it was taken with my name tag, and within a couple of weeks or a month or half, a member found it at the taxi rank. My name tag was on the just lying on the floor, and then he picked it up and brought it to me, and I keep it safe. Whenever I see it, it reminds me that my name tag, our car was taken, although my other personal belongings, I couldn't get them back, but the name tag that bears the name of Jesus Christ, I was able to find it. It was found. So the things that belong to Jesus Christ was found. The car belonged to the Church of Jesus Christ. It is his, was found. My name tag, bears the name of Jesus Christ, and it was found. My other stuffs didn't belong to Jesus Christ, so I guess it was taken. So that's kind of a witness and a testimony that, what belongs to God always belongs to him. And no one can take that away. And kind of can be related to the church and the doctrine. The church is true, and that fact cannot be taken away. And the church belongs to God. And Jesus Christ that directs us. That fact cannot be taken away. So it's kind of amazing. You experience a lot of mission. You experience the bad side of life. You see it. You see people struggling that you wish you could help, but sometimes you can't. You wish you could. There's so many times that I wish I could do something. Maybe because I'm poor, and I understand how those poor guys feel. I knew how life was hard back home before mission, and but there's nothing you could do besides praying for them and helping them to understand, where they should put their trust in, and where their faith should lie, and where they should treasure up, their future. The Savior said, look unto me in every thought, doubt not, fear not. That means he has a plan. He has a plan for his children. Sometimes we just looking for those happiness or that happiness in our own way that always do not work for us.